Cengage Tea House is an Australian food and beverage outlet. They serve a variety of specialty teas, drinks, and ice cream choices. Their recipes and products are made in flavours and traditions of Kyoto. Having first opened in October 2016, they have 2 outlets operating in Emporium, Melbourne, and Chadstone Shopping Centre. Our group's task is to determine whether Cengage Tea House would likely have an overall competitive advantage by critically assessing the internal environment, the external environment, and the business level strategy.
The internal environment refers to components within a company that make it unique. An analysis of the internal environment is critical in the development of business strategy to ensure that the firm's strategy is based upon its situation, resources, and goals. Firms must use resources to create capabilities from which core competencies are realized and used to gain a competitive advantage. Holistically, these factors all contribute to the strategic competitiveness of an organization. Tangible resources are assets that can be observed and quantified. Firstly, this includes financial resources, such as the firm's capacity to borrow and generate funds through internal operations. Given that Cengage Tea House is a franchise business, it is likely to have a strong financing ability due to its capital structure, particularly with regard to its smaller competitors. Organisational resources are another tangible resource. This refers to the formal reporting structure that may enhance communication and the extent to which strategies are understood by all stakeholders and then utilised. Thirdly, there are physical resources. This includes storefronts, equipment, and the attractiveness of a business location. For instance, Cengage Tea House has 2 stores at the Emporium in Melbourne CBD, as well as Chadstone Shopping Centre. Therefore, they actually boast prime real estate and attract large amounts of foot traffic from shoppers and workers alike. The firm's product inventory as well, such as its food ingredients, are used to make their tea, gelato, matcha, soft serves, and gâteau, and they are also examples of physical resources. Lastly, there is a technological resource. Technological resources such as copyrights, trademarks, and trade secrets are considered tangible. In the case of Cengage Tea House, the fact that they have a private blend that originates from the hills of Uji Kyoto may be classified as a trade secret. Whether this is simply a marketing tactic or not remains to be seen, but when taken at face value, it appears to be a strong resource that forms the foundation of their product strategy, and the positioning that certainly works in their favour to allow the historical significance and authenticity of their offerings. There are also intangible resources. Intangible resources are resources which are not visible and are therefore harder for competitors to understand and imitate. Intangible resources include human resources such as skills and knowledge, as well as the capacity of a firm to be innovative. In the case of Cengage Tea House, they are known for bringing out the medicinal benefits of matcha. As such, their expertise and ability to innovate in this manner can be considered an intangible resource. There are also reputational resources such as perceptions of quality and the reputation of a firm has with stakeholders such as customers and suppliers. The firm combines individual tangible and intangible resources to create capabilities. In turn, capabilities are used to complete the organisational tasks required to produce, distribute, and service the good or service the firm provides to customers for the purpose of creating value. At Cengage Tea House, for instance, the marketing function of the business has a key capability to effectively promote health benefits of products. They do so by emphasizing the authentic and sensational Japanese matcha experience, with a focus on hedonism and the traditional benefits of medicine as discussed previously. A second capability of Cengage Tea House lies in its manufacturing business function, particularly with regards to Cengage Tea House's ability to develop sophisticated manufacturing processes, such as the blending and grinding of the green tea leaves. Thirdly, the supply chain management function has the capability of sourcing Uji matcha, a private blend from Japan that originates from the hills of Uji Kyoto, the birthplace of Japanese tea. Lastly, Cengage Tea House has a key capability in the area of consumer understanding and brand building. This is evidenced by Kyo Tea House's ability to connect with consumers through feedback surveys in-store, as well as regular social media engagement with customers on channels such as Facebook and Instagram. It is important to look at core competencies as capabilities that serve as a source of competitive advantage for a firm over its competition. Subsequently, only when a capability is valuable, rare, costly to imitate, and non-substitutable is it considered a core competence and a source of competitive advantage. Using Kyo Tea House as an example, let's break down their capabilities to determine whether they pass the test. Kyo Tea House's ability to effectively promote health benefits of products is certainly valuable as a large point of appeal to consumers. However, this doesn't necessarily make it rare, as it is a point of parity, nor is this capability costly to imitate or non-substitutable, as it is commonplace across niche foods which appeal to health benefits. Secondly, Kyo's development of sophisticated manufacturing processes provides average to above average returns due to the value and rareness of its blending and grinding manufacturing process, which is quite thorough in comparison to competitors. However, this capability can easily be imitated and has several strategic equivalents. Thirdly, supply chain sourcing, Uji Matcha from Japan, provides Kyo Tea House with a sustainable competitive advantage since it is valuable, rare, and costly to imitate. As such, this is a core competency. Lastly, consumer understanding and brand building falls on the front that it is imitable and substitutable. According to this analysis, it is clear that Kyo Tea House's supply chain expertise in sourcing private blends from Japan are the only clear-cut core competency which provide the business with a competitive advantage. Not only is this a competitive advantage, but this capability also underpins Kyo Tea House's strategic competitiveness, as it is a value-creating strategy that is highly unique and cannot be duplicated in the short run by another entity.
Determining how attractive and profitable an industry is requires an analysis of Michael Porter's 5 competitive forces. These 5 factors encompass how competitive a market or industry is. In this analysis, we have classified Kyo Tea House to be within the cafe and coffee shop industry. Firstly, we must consider the rivalry among current firms in the industry. As illustrated in Ibis World, there are more than 20,000 businesses that operate as a small cafe or coffee shop in Australia, which signifies immense competition. As a result, it's obvious that there are no companies who dominate market share in the industry. Retail Food Group is the main player in the industry, which includes stores like Gloria Jean's, BB's Cafe, but even still only holds around 3% market share. It's also important to note the lack of differentiation in the industry, as most cafes offer similar products. Rivalry seems to be very high in this industry. The threat of substitutes refers to any good or service that is outside the cafe industry that are similar to Kyo Tea House's products. Some examples of substitutes could include pubs and restaurants, which offer alcoholic beverages, or even Donut King and Wendy's, who offer sweets and milkshakes. Evidently, these businesses offer different products than Kyo and operate in a different industry, which makes them a substitute product. The fact that customers face no switching costs when deciding between these substitutes indicates that this threat is very high. Next, we must analyse whether there is a threat of new entrants in the industry. The barriers to entry is a key component, which in this industry is very low. With minimal regulations, no capital requirements, and the fact that products are not very distinctive, it makes it easy for individuals to enter this industry. As a result, the threat of new entrants is very high. Bargaining power of buyers is based on the influence individual or a group of customers has on the industry environment. As mentioned earlier, there are many substitutes as well as low switching costs between industries. This means that if a customer views the cafe industry to be too expensive or of poor quality, they can easily switch with the benefit of no switching costs. Therefore, the bargaining power of buyers can be considered medium to high. Porter considers the bargaining power of suppliers to be the influence suppliers have on the company and the industry environment. Suppliers will have bargaining power if there are few suppliers in the industry, or if a company requires a distinct product that only that supplier specialises in. In the cafe and coffee industry, there are a variety of suppliers worldwide, with relatively low switching costs between suppliers. This would mean that bargaining power of suppliers is very low.
Strategic groups. KOT House have a large variety of competitors that offer similar and like products, such as Gongcha, Starbucks, McCafe, Chatime, and Gloria Jeans. Intensity of rivalry amongst competitors. Competition amongst competitors is high. Whilst they have a unique recipe to their products, they are not exclusive nor rare to the industry. Products have low switching costs and have a lack of differentiation.
Analysing the cafe industry using Porter's 5 forces, it is clear the cafe and coffee shop industry is not very attractive, despite having low barriers to entry to enter the market.
The differentiation strategy refers to a set of actions taken in the process of creating goods or services which customers can observe as unique in the market. It gains a competitive advantage through its versatility, providing a different product or service that cannot be easily matched by its rivals. If an organisation can successfully differentiate their product or service, they already have an advantage against their competitors as they can provide distinguishing features. This foot in the market then enables them to command for a premium price or increase unit sales as additional buyers are already more inclined to choose their product or service. Through this approach, the business endeavours to attract a broad market of prospective buyers who will appreciate the usefulness and uniqueness of their products. KOT House uses the differentiation business level strategy through the provision of its specialised matcha products, which includes teas, drinks, and sweets. The organisation makes an effort in differentiating their products through its quality. KOT House applies this through their production of an exclusive blend of ingredients originating from Uji, Kyoto, the birthplace of Japanese tea. It promotes the healthy benefits that conspire from consuming their products. In particular, as previously stated, the Japanese matcha used in the business's products cater as a superfood which antioxidizes our bodies and retains youthfulness. Therefore, their products are appealing as they taste great and are a source of health benefits that relax the consumer's mind, body and soul. KOT House have adopted unique drivers to help create a distinctive advantage. Firstly, it pursues research and development activities to improve the production of their products. Using this factor encourages the firm to utilise their wide product selection in terms of the different menu options provided for customers when they order. Secondly, KOT House strives for continuous quality improvement to enhance their reputation with their customers and further expand their target market. Lastly, the business endeavours to seek out high-quality inputs sourced from Japan to compete on the benefits of the ingredients that are used. The differentiation strategy has proven to benefit KOT House. The high-class outputs of the business motivate customers to create a bond with the firm as they are unable to find their products elsewhere. The exclusiveness of their products persuades consumers to be loyal to their brand, which will benefit the company when competitors try to imitate them. In relation to product quality, the matcha business creates a unique blend of ingredients that are proven to have enriching benefits for one's mental and physical health. This influences them to contend against their competitors in other factors than cost, such as quality, which provides an incentive for consumers to buy from them. Moreover, the creation of products from Kyo Tea House can appeal to a broad market of prospective buyers, meeting a diverse set of desires from different consumers. Hence, the differentiation strategy is advantageous in that it promotes the uniqueness of Kyo Tea House's products, appealing to consumer needs. In contrast, using this strategy may result in negative consequences. It could be consequential in that Kyo Tea House may not have enough consumer knowledge to create a product that satisfies the needs of their prospective buyers. Thus, consumers may choose to buy cheaper alternatives, which will lead to a decrease in profits and sales for Kyo Tea House. Due to this lack of knowledge, consumers may also refrain from purchasing Kyo Tea House's products due to the additional features being too excessive, going beyond what they desire. These unwarranted features may disregard the consumer's basic needs and wants delivered from the product, inevitably resulting in their unwillingness to pay the premium price. Furthermore, this strategy may be degraded by competitors as they try mimicking their products. Although Kyo Tea House provides a unique menu, their competitors may wish to draw upon their strategies and source their own unique ingredients either locally or internationally. As a result, Kyo Tea House may fail to use their differentiation as a marketing effort to target prospective buyers in the long run due to similar businesses in the industry competing on similar factors.